Hello, hello, hello. This is your girl, Coach Tanya with the Trauma Recovery Room, and we're going to do Therapeutic Thursdays. Oh, it's been a minute since I've done these, but I'm just going to briefly just talk to you and let you know this week's theme is self-love. So I'm going to let you know some things about self-love, the importance of it, why we struggle with not being able to do it, the fears that are attached to it, and all of the other things that go along with not being able to choose. And we'll even talk about that. It's a choice that you're making. So we'll talk about the struggles that you go through that are keeping you from choosing to love yourself. So, what is self love? Self love is the ability to take all of those emotions, all of those feelings, all of those thoughts, all of those dreams, all of that passion that you could have for somebody that you just met, that you're interested in, that you want to get to know, all of those small, intricate details of getting to know them, all of those emotions that's related to that love or loving them. That is when you give that to yourself. That is an expression of self love. I'm going to talk about four things. Well, in the Bible, and I really don't know what scripture it is, I forgot. But in the Bible, it talks about God giving us four gifts, four gifts. And in the Bible, it talks about them being spirits. And those spirits, the first one is not having the spirit of fear. The second one is of love. It is love. The third one is having power, using your power. And the fourth one is a sound mind. But we're going to go to that second one, which is love. God gave us the gift, which means that it is in us. It is an ability. It is, we are capable of loving. And if God is love and we are his reflection, his mirror image, then that means that we are love. And if he is love and he shows us love because we are worthy of love, then we too shall see ourselves of worthy of being loved. And when we struggle with loving ourselves, then that means that there is something in your mind that is blocking you from believing your worth or believing your value. And that something is based off of an experience that you had probably in your childhood that caused trauma. And that childhood trauma then later created toxic relationships in your life. And that further made you feel like you weren't worthy of love because you began to repeat a cycle of trying to achieve the love that's already with it's inside you, and you'll never be able to get the love that you're seeking from other people because they don't have the love that you need. It is already in you. God has already given you that gift. He has already given you that knowledge that it's there. That's why you desire it from somebody else, because you have the creative natured force, the natural self. Your natural self craves love, and that love we seek from other people we will never find because the love is already in us. And God tells us that our cup should fill over. When they fill over, then that means that it is full. That means that you have gone through the process of filling your cup up of love. Then you can give it to other people, but you can never give anybody else what you do not have. So if you find yourself in relationship after relationship, and this person is constantly breaking your heart, constantly hurting you, then it's something in your childhood that was traumatizing to your mind that created this false belief that you have to chase or force or beg for love, and you don't, because God gave you that gift to give it to yourself. And when you remove the trauma by healing from it, then you start to recognize and see what is true really about what that gift is. You may have suffered from a hard breakup or a toxic relationship, and it kind of destroyed the way you see yourself because they may have destroyed your self-esteem by doing things to you that wasn't normal or shouldn't have happened. And because of that, it's ruined yourself about the way you feel about yourself. And you may be constantly chasing other people so that they can fill you with that love that's already within you. That broken heart is just a sign that your heart needs to be whole and it needs to be healed. And the only way you can do that is to fill it with the love that's already in it. You may even have a fear of being alone and even thinking that you will die by yourself. And because of that, you tend to be a people pleaser, putting up with things that are not healthy for you. You tend to be codependent, allowing people to come into your life and suck the love out of you. And you always tend to seek replacing it by treating them well, because you in reverse in your mind is thinking if you treat them well, then they're going to treat you well. But that's not how it works. They are never going to treat you well because they're in your life as a reflection of showing yourself that you need to treat yourself. What you are seeking from other people, you need to give yourself. The importance of self love is one that will get you on the right path and it will take you where you need to be. And when you begin to see your worth and see your value and see what God says about you, then you can begin to peel back those layers of those things that are blocking you from loving yourself. Because to love yourself is to be free from loving others first. To love yourself is to be free from being afraid of loving yourself. To love yourself means that you have boundaries. It means that you are setting yourself apart from those who don't love themselves, and those who don't love themselves can't love you. It means that you are recognizing your value and your true self, and you are becoming aware of who you are, and you want what you know about yourself to reflect your environment. Because our thoughts create our reality. So you want to start thinking about being loved, but you have to first love yourself. And when you first love yourself, the universe will reward you by giving you loving things, because that's the energy that you'll begin to be putting out into the universe. So knowing the value of loving yourself will take you to the next dimension of your life. But you can never be rewarded with love coming to you if you don't first give it to yourself, because nothing comes to you that you don't even believe that you can have. And it will always be a mirror image of what your thought is, which is negatively distorted because of your past experiences. But you have to grow past that. You have to learn to do the work and get deep down inside your mind and understand what's going on and where it stems from, and then rewrite those stories, erase those false beliefs, train your mind to believe something about yourself. And you can do that in so many ways. I have so many courses and programs that can help you do that. And if you need help, just drop your comment below. If you're reading this on Facebook, if you're seeing this on YouTube, or if it's in a course, then let me know what it is that you need and I can help you through that. But knowing the value of yourself is showing yourself love, and it is telling God that you appreciate who He created in you. And from that, your reward will be everything that's loving from then on. So that's all that I have to for you today. It is definitely a pleasure. If you are interested in getting some information about learning how to love yourself and want to learn and explore about your childhood traumas and get through those things and those hard relationships and then the fears, whatever it is that you're facing, then definitely reach out to me. But this is your girl, Coach Tanya. I will see you next Thursday. I may be going live next Thursday. I don't know. If not, then I'll probably be recording again. But I will definitely post something for you next Thursday at 4 o'clock. Again, this is Coach Tanya with Therapeutic Thursdays with the Trauma Recovery Room. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come into your heart and to freely give you what God has bestowed upon me as a favor and a gift. But I am definitely excited to hear from some of you and to see if I can help you on that journey and that path of loving yourself. I'm actually doing a 3-day virtual boot camp. If you're interested in that, you can let me know. And it's all about self love overdose, feeding yourself with who you really are and who God deemed you to be, and being able to walk out that path successfully. So thank you again. This is your girl, Coach Tanya. I will see you next Thursday for Therapeutic Thursdays at the Trauma Recovery Room. Bye.